the fact that no one's ever won 4 Premier Leagues in a row suggests that these are doing something really extraordinary at the moment. If they were to go and do the double-treble, that's something that's never been achieved before, which again points to the incredible bunch of footballers and coaching staff that's at the club are achieving things that people haven't achieved. If that then inspires the younger players and the younger generations of City players to go, right, I want to be the best, but it's hard work, it's not easy. You've got to, if we can generate them players coming through with that mindset, well then all the better for the club. I think the fact that there's Arsenal and Liverpool involved in it as well makes it more interesting for people. Liverpool have pushed Man City really close on a couple of occasions over the last 4 or 5 years, but to have Arsenal involved as well just adds that other sort of dimension to it. And Arsenal have to go to the Etihad in a couple of weeks' time, so there's some really big games to go, and I think for football fans watching, it's going to be a really exciting couple of months. If you've got like them trophies, why would you fear anybody? I mean, they know they can win them all. They know they can beat anybody that they come up against. The problem that they may face is teams that don't want to come out and play them, teams that want to sit back and defend and hit them on the break. That's difficult to break down, and to constantly have to face that must be really hard for the manager and the players. But we've seen Luton a couple of weeks ago tried to go man-to-man against them and they got torn apart. So City know if anyone opens up, they've got the players to hurt them, and if it takes a little bit more patience and a bit longer to do it, they've been through it before. They know what it takes and they know how to do it. So going into these last 2 months, I think if you look in terms of all the competitions, everyone would rather be in City's dressing room than anywhere else. I always look at City in each competition and each game, and every game that I think they play, they're going to win it because they are so consistent, they're so good, they're so hard to beat. It'd be an unbelievable achievement if they were to do it all again. But somewhere I wouldn't be massively surprised if they did.
Can anyone stop them in the Champions League?
Again, you're looking probably Arsenal look like the team that are going well, but Real Madrid, so they are the Champions League, I suppose, at times, and for one reason or another they end up getting themselves the finals and they end up winning the tournament even when they're not playing well. So there's certainly you couldn't rule anyone out in that Champions League because the quality is so high, and that can happen on any given day. But it's the same story wherever competition you ask me who do I think will win it. I still think City. It's been, I suppose, the familiarity of playing someone that you play all the time, you watch them all the time, and maybe in those games in previous Champions League seasons they've come unstuck at times. So that's why I think anyone who can challenge for a Premier League title should be considering themselves capable of challenging for the Champions League. So as the season goes on, you don't know whether Arsenal will fall away in the Premier League and maybe focus more on the Champions League. But it's it's great because the battle's going to go all the way to the final day in every competition. I think when you look at City and you just look at the football that they play, and then you go down to any park in any country, and there's grassroots coaches trying to do the same thing, trying to play football like Pep has invented it. Everyone wants to play that same style of football. Even Liverpool now have started to play with an inverted fullback, which is something that Pep brought into the game, and he's even furthered it on. So what he's doing works. What the club does has brought them, like I say, from the Man City that I was involved with to the Man City that is now the global power. That's been a slow process where they've got the right people in place, they've worked things really well, and everyone wants to copy what works. And yeah, I mean, the beauty of what City have done is they've been able to let people go and just continue moving forward by bringing in new ideas, new people, new staff, and yeah, it's not taken away from any of their progress.